Okay, so I just want to come out and say something really quick, and it has to do with people that are regarding and speaking to somebody that has been abused. Now, if somebody comes to you and says they are being abused by somebody, this is what you never say, okay? Never, never, never say what I'm about to say. Oh, but think of all the good things they did for you. How can you say that? What about all those good things they did for you? What about the time he took you to Disneyland? What about the time she... No. You do not say after all the good things they did for you. I don't care if the abuser gave them a space station. I don't care if they gave them planet Pluto. I don't care if they gave them a space shuttle. I don't care if they gave them the island of Hawaii. A house, a mansion, a car, everything. I don't care. They are still making that person feel scared, unsafe. They're hurting them, either physically, mentally, sexually, verbally, whatever kind of abuse it is, any kind of abuse. It is never okay to say, think of all the good things they did for you. Because that's what abusers say to their victims. You would say that about me after all these things I did for you? You want to contribute to the abuse? Because when you say that, that's what you're doing. Because what does that do? First, it guilts the victim. It makes them feel bad that they said anything. It makes them feel unsafe around you. It minimizes what they've gone through. It minimizes their pain. It invalidates them, and it basically mocks them. It's a silencing tactic, because if they say, well, if this person doesn't like it, then nobody's going to believe me. And they will never speak of it. They'll go quiet, even though they're in the right to speak up. And also, it's gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of abuse that basically makes someone question their sense of reality. It makes them always question themselves and not know what's really real and what's not. And that's a very insidious form of abuse, and it is real. It's based on a movie called Gaslight. It's a very old movie. It's about a husband that was trying to mess with his wife somehow, and part of the trick that he did was this was in the 30s where the lights were like flames with gas, and he would adjust the light. Somehow he would mess with it and just make her question herself. So, you know, guilting, silencing, gaslighting, minimizing, invalidating. When you say, after all the good they did for you, think of all the good things, after all that, and you would say that, no. You don't say that. If somebody comes forward and says, I'm being abused, you sit down and you listen and you say, what's happening? And you let them talk. And you don't judge. You don't say, oh my God, that guy is so nice. How can you say such a thing about him? Or, but she's like the best teacher here. Or, but she's your mother. Or he's your dad. You don't say that. You don't say that. You don't say, think of all the good things. You don't. You listen. Because whatever is happening to this person is hurting them. And like I said, it doesn't matter if they have a planet or a mansion or a space station or whatever. Yes, I'm exaggerating, but it doesn't matter what the abuser gives. They are still abusing and hurting another people. They are using a position of power and authority to make someone else feel small and weak. That is abuse. And it's not okay. Abuse is never okay. And it's never okay for you to silence a victim. So don't do it. Sit down and listen.